Oh my god, she accepted 10K. She folded for 10K. You guys fold for a good morning text. You guys get turned on because a guy sent you good morning. I think, what can a man do for me? How can he provide for me?
But just because a man gives you money does not mean he respects you or won't look for another woman. If he can buy your attention with money, he can do the same with someone else.
So then I did give him a chance. Like, you guys are getting traumatized out here by guys that you have to pay for, and you're judging me. You're cooking for him. You're giving him wifey treatment. You're giving him everything. He doesn't give you 1 cent.
And you can't normalize cheating or betrayal by saying, at least he gave me money. That's my standard.
And as well, you people settle for like anything. Like literally, like, oh my god, he texted me good morning. Please, please. That is so embarrassing. Like literally, when you have women over here that get like crazy cars, that get houses, whatever. It's not even about being materialistic, to be honest, because like somebody might not afford that, but they give their time, they get their love, they try to do as much as they can, and they really put in effort. And you are being ghosted.
Most of the men don't even put any efforts, don't even try to do anything for you, and still you do everything for them. And at the end, you have to walk away with trauma and pain. These videos of hers is not completely wrong because most of the time men don't even respect relationships and women still be with them, and that is true. But just because men gives money gifts, that doesn't mean he's putting efforts for you on real. Just because he gives you money, it does not mean he is not going to cheat you. What if he is just onto your body? So are we getting confused on materialistic love versus emotional love? Sometimes people may not afford 10K for you, but they may walk 10 kilometers just to bring you flower, to wish you happy birthday, and just to make you happy. So all the time we can't measure love with the money, and people are still happy like that. My father can't give my mother mansions, Tesla, but he played every roles like plumber, electrician, supervisor, farmer, and more for the family. My mom is a teacher, she's a housewife, a farmer. They both worked hard and still together. Relationships work when we understand each other and lift each other. How much money our partner can give us is not equal to how much emotional support we get from them. People get confused on this. For some people, love is just survival mode, but everyone's life is not same.
So I've noticed some people only take some portions of our videos which are incomplete and they explain those advices as they are wrong or bad. I think that is not right because if she has explained something or if she has given some justification, then we should listen them as well and we should not exclude them. If she is right, then yes, she is right. If she is wrong, then yes, she is wrong. We should be able to say this. And I'm not trying to defend her or trying to say, oh, whatever she's saying, she is correct, her explanations are correct, her justifications are correct. Some may be correct, some may not be correct. I want to be transparent. I don't want to be biased because in the social media, there are already edited and half information videos. I'm not a fan and I'm not trying to defend her. I don't even watch her videos. I've just watched her videos in TikTok, Reels, YouTube, Shorts, some creators' videos. Being a creator who makes advices videos, I myself don't watch this type of videos. I haven't watched her full videos. I don't understand why some creators shout, why some creators get so aggressive, they scold. That's why I don't watch this type of videos. I haven't even watched with at least full videos. And I've heard that her videos are kind of problematic. Her advices are problematic. So I wanted to know her or understand her by myself. Not from anyone's perspective, but from my own perspective. So I watched her videos to find out the truth. And I would be honest with you, her advices, her videos were very easy to understand. And they were nice. Some were very toxic and problematic for the young girls, for her audiences, but her advices were not 100% wrong or problematic. But as I said earlier, I can't watch this type of long videos completely. And the more I was researching on her, the more I was finding her problematic. Yes, if she is wrong, then we need to be able to say she is wrong. As a girl, we should not be like, oh, she's a girl, so I would support her, whatever she is saying. We cannot be girls all the time. We cannot be women all the time because some women die for males' attention. I was scrolling and I found out this type of woman who were like, oh, getting ready for the husband whose wife is not pretty as me. If you are getting someone else's husband, it does not mean you are prettier than her. It just means that you are easy to get. Where is the self-respect? Because any woman who has self-respect would never be happy with someone else's husband. Will never settle with someone else's husband. Will never live with someone else's husband. Oh, I got someone else's husband because I'm more prettier than her. I don't think so. Because inner beauty is also counted. You are ugly from inside. Some women make their whole personality body and beauty, and they think that they can get anything from their body and beauty. And people are getting confused between confidence versus ego. People are very egoistic nowadays. Whenever I scroll in the social media or Instagram, I think twice before liking someone else's post. Because what if I'm boosting their ego? What if I'm boosting their false attitude? They think that whole world revolves around them and they try to bully others, they shout others. No, don't shout. Please be humble. People are getting confused between materialistic love versus emotional love. People are getting confused between confidence versus ego. People are getting confused between external beauty versus internal beauty. Internal beauty is about self-respect. If you are beautiful, then yes, you are beautiful. You are nice. I would say that from my bottom of my heart. But if you don't even deserve to be praised, then I can't praise you. If you're nice, then I would say you are nice from my bottom of my heart. I would appreciate you. I would respect you. But if you don't respect other people, then I have to think on that. So, you know what? I understand. We can't be all souls. I've seen some women who are just desperate for male's attention and they are like, okay, you disrespect women. There are a lot of women who are getting a bit threatened. And sometimes because of this type of woman who disrespect women, who misuse women's right or misuse laws, even the innocent people have to suffer, which is very wrong.
When I started dating my boyfriend, he literally asked me, Liz, are you seeing other people? I'm like, yes, I'm dating other people. Don't be afraid to ask men for things. Like, men are literally not afraid to ask us for anything. They will ask you to take your clothes off in 2 seconds, so it doesn't matter. Ask them, give me money. What do you bring to the table? Shut up. So that just focus on yourself. And if you want to date other people. Why are you only dating one person? I don't get it. Like, why is literally one person your only option?
What? Now I can't defend her anymore. I was trying to be positive. I was trying to understand her, but now I can't. And even if she justifies anything, then it's not going to be meaningful or it's not going to change anything. She was saying it's okay to ask money from a man. Why? Because men are also not afraid to ask you to take out your clothes, which is very problematic. Because there are some women who are in the toxic relationship, who are threatened. And I have even heard some news where a man unalived his girlfriend because she said no to sex. And if a man is a gentleman, then he would respect you. He would ask for your permission. He would respect your decision. He would not force you. And without even your permission, why would you even do that? A gentleman would never do that. And that is the quality we should look for in a man, no? I think people misunderstand intimacy. But intimacy is about trust and respect. You are trusting someone. You are willing to give yourself to someone. Intimacy is a choice. And you might say, then give your body and take money. That is also a choice. That is not wrong. In the case of love, if you are exchanging your body with money, then that is not love. That is not love. And if a man gives you mansion, yacht, each and everything, which means he's a rich guy, it does not mean he is a nice guy. It does not mean he would not cheat. It does not mean he's a husband material. I think Wizard Bliss is confused between materialistic love versus emotional love.
Think with your head and not with your emotions. We as women need to stop thinking with our emotions. We need to start thinking with our head. When you meet a man, in your head should be, okay, will this guy be a good husband? Will this guy be able to provide what I want? Will this guy be a good father for my children? Think about these things, okay?
Like, I met him and I didn't really like him. I was not attracted to him. And I went back home. He wanted me to come back and he wanted like to have a relationship with me and I kept saying no. And then he bought me a Rolex, which was 2 weeks after we met. And for me, that was such a big gesture. So then I did give him a chance.
And she was saying that it's okay to date multiple men at the same time, which is again so problematic. And why she was saying that? because you can get money from different men. That's why she was saying that. For her, everything is money. Time is also money, effort is also money. And a man can only prove himself by giving her money. That's why she was normalizing that. And I know that she was saying, I'm not going to be in a relationship where my growth is not going to happen, where I'm not going to evolve, which is fine. You are not obligated to be in a toxic relationship. If your partner is humiliating you, if your partner disrespects you, then it's fine. You need to leave them. I support that statement. I agree with that. But you are teaching young girls to look for other male while you are dating. That is just too toxic advice. Because young girls are very, very, very sensitive. I know that. I was scrolling and I saw a girl who was flexing her jawline in the social media. Nowadays, women make their whole personality body and beauty. We women feel like we are nothing without body and beauty. We have to be perfect. And women are feeling very much pressurized. They think they need to achieve that beauty standard. Because of this type of influencers who are always like, oh, you need to chase beauty, you need to chase money. If your man is not even doing this for you, then you have to leave him. This is bare minimum. This is that. They are always like that. They are like, oh, you have to be high value woman. What? High value women are not selfish. They are not toxic. They don't disrespect themselves. They know their worth and they don't manipulate their man to buy them luxurious gifts.
Give me money. Make sure that he knows what brands you like. Make sure that he just knows what you like. So in general, if he does want to gift you and without you knowing, then he knows what to gift you because he knows what you like. Like if you're walking in a mall, just look at the stores that you like or go inside and be like, oh, let's just take a look, babe. Let's look at what I want, this and that.
And they are like, oh, you are a prize to win. I'm a woman, you can't win. Even if you're a billionaire, trillionaire, you can't buy me. That is the thing I would guarantee you. It's my choice. I do what I want to do and you can't buy me. They are always, this type of influencers are always like, oh, everyone has to be obsessed with you. Everyone has to be frightened by you. Everyone has to respect you. Yes, respect is earned. You can earn respect. But no one has to be obsessed with me. I'm fine. Women are not perfect. That is what I would guarantee you. That is the thing I would guarantee you. We cannot be perfect and we cannot please everyone. Our personality is not going to be liked by everyone. I think these are the things young girls have to understand because they are very much vulnerable and their personalities are becoming like their influencers' advices. People are becoming very toxic and people are getting very much confused between materialistic love versus emotional love.
Start having expectations. Say, hey, I want my man to have this, and on top of that, I want my man to have money. Even if you don't feel comfortable to take money from the guy or whatever, he has to work, okay? You want to split the bills? Fine, split the bills, but make sure he makes money as well. Another very important thing is do not date broke guys. Do not need a man. In your head should be, okay, will this guy be a good husband? Will this guy be able to provide what I want? Will this guy be a good father for my children? Do not date guys that have no money, have no job. Do not date them. Now, what is a broke guy? A broke guy is a guy with no ambition, no drive. A man with ambition and drive will always have money. You will always find a way to have money, you know. But a broke guy that expects you to give him money, that doesn't want to do anything and feels like.
Now let's talk about our controversial video, Stop Dating Broke Guys. In this video, Sia said broke guys are those men with no ambition, with no goal, with no income source. I've heard some stories where a man does not even work, he does not even have any ambition, goal, he goes with his friends to smoke and drink, he asks money with his parents, and when he marries, when he has a child, he is still asking money with his parents. And it becomes very hard to run the family. A woman is doing everything to run the family, she is a housewife, and a man, he is not even serious, he is not even responsible. Then it becomes very hard. Even a father does not want to give his daughter to a useless man, to a guy with no any ambition, who does not even know what to do. So I can understand this video, what she is trying to say. I don't know about your luxurious country, but in our developing countries, I've seen both genders. Men also work really, really, really hard. Women also work really, 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 really hard. They both gender work really hard and both are very responsible. And when she said, men have to provide, men have to pay our bill, Men have to give me this, men have to give me that. That is my standard. I think Wizard Liz is supporting patriarchy mentality because patriarchy mentality says women are useless, women are dumb, stupid, they belong to the kitchen, and men are very strong, men are the provider, so they go to work to provide women. This is the patriarchy mentality, and she is supporting that. Women can only serve body and beauty. Women are just body and beauty, and what they can do is just to serve body and beauty.
At tables that are full. I don't need to bring anything else than my presence, my personality, who I am, and my beauty. I sit there and that's good enough for the guy.
This is the mentality of her. That is so wrong because women are not just body and beauty. Women can do more than that. Women also have responsibilities. So I can't agree with her. Okay. And now let's talk about our final topic, materialistic love versus emotional love. She has said clearly that it's okay to date multiple men, it's okay to ask money. So obviously she's kind of gold digger, or I don't want to say this, but maybe or may not be. I think we should not label someone like that. I don't know, but she is kind of confused between materialistic love versus emotional love. If you are asking money, if you are cheating someone else, then you are not classy, strong woman. That same goes to man. If you are cheating your girlfriend, if you are with multiple women, then you are not classy, worthy man. If you are cheating your girlfriend who is pregnant and you run away from the responsibility, then you are like, oh, single mother. Because you can't even take responsibility of a child and you are running away from the responsibility and you are blaming a woman, saying she's a single mother, then that is wrong. If you are cheating, if you are asking money, then that is not what classy woman, independent woman do. A strong independent woman don't ask money. If you are giving your body to someone else, oh, I can do whatever with her because I'm giving her money. They can humiliate you. They can disrespect you. In their eyes, you are not even respectful woman because you are living in his money. He is giving you mansion, he is giving you gift, he is giving you everything, he is paying you bill, which means he does not even have any respect for you.
Small first. This is also such a big thing because women are so afraid to ask, and this is the easiest thing ever. Like, just ask. Just ask and you will get it. And for things like men are literally not afraid to ask us for anything. They will ask you to take your clothes off in 2 seconds, so it doesn't matter. Ask them, give me money.
In the essence of that, he's getting your body. So, classy, standard young women have to understand that your class is built by your behavior, by your actions, not by your words. It does not matter what you say. It does not matter. If your actions can't even speak your words, then it doesn't matter whatever you say. Love should not be measured with money. For Wizard Liz, effort is also money, love is also money, time is also money. For her, everything is money. But I want to say that everything is not money. We also have something to fulfill. We also have some responsibilities as a woman. And don't get confused between materialistic love versus emotional love. Your partner can humiliate you. Your partner can disrespect you. You would be like, oh, I'm not going to live with him. You can leave him. But in his eyes, you are not classy, strong woman. In his eyes, you are just a woman who is very easy to get. So if you want respect, then you also have to build yourself like that. That's it for today. Bye-bye. Wait. Yes, there is nothing wrong to love money. Everyone loves money. Accepting money from a partner is also kind of understandable because your partner is willing to give you something out of respect and love. But settling with someone just because they give you money, you ask them money, you expect your partner to give you gifts, they have to do this, they have to do that, you have a very high standard, so you have a lot of expectations. Oh, man has to be a provider. After eating their money, you have the audacity to say, men don't even owe you anything.
If you are already in a relationship and your partner, he didn't spoil you yet and you want him to start spoiling you, just tell him like, hey, just be honest, like, hey, I really would appreciate it if you gave me some money, like an allowance, or I would appreciate it if you take more care of me, if you like, just say it in a subtle way, nice way. But one really important thing is do not demand a man for things. demanding a man for things is just honestly, in my opinion, disgusting because a man doesn't owe you anything. If a
So I think she is kind of manipulating her fans into thinking that whatever she is saying, that it is correct. It is all the standard. I think she is manipulating her fan.
Another thing is make him think that it was his idea. So for example, when I met my partner now, when I met wanted like a designer bag. Now see, there were two brands that I let him choose from. So I asked him, I'm like, okay, what brand do you like? Do you like this brand or this brand? And he was like, oh, I like this brand, which was the more expensive brand. And I'm like, oh, okay, nice. What kind of bag do you like from that brand? And he's like, oh, this one with this leather. I'm like, oh, okay, nice. And then I was like, what color? He's like, yeah, in black, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I would really love that bag. And like, it's so nice. Like, you have really great style. And then he goes like, yeah, you're right. Like, oh yeah. And on top of months later, he got it for me. So then when he bought it, I was like, oh my God, you were so right. This is an amazing choice. Like, I love the bag. But actually, I was the one that put the idea in his head. But I just made him choose which either brand that I would have been really, really happy with. And for example, if I was dating someone new or you are dating someone new, you just tell him like, yeah, you really do seem like the type of man that likes to provide for a woman. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I need to cut my nail. Bye bye.